Good morning. Today I'm going to be discussing being a parent and my personal experiences. Like I said on all my videos, everything that I talk about is based upon opinions. I don't really do factual videos. It's just me sharing my experiences, my opinions, and how I feel. And you're more than welcome to share, how you feel. If there's some sort of comment box or anything like that, you can share and or message me or whatever. But yes, I wanted to talk about being a parent. Being a parent is one of the hardest things I've ever done. It's one of the hardest jobs, and not to mention I'm a stay-at-home mom. So that's even more difficult. I've talked to parents before who said, mothers who said, going to work, that's a piece of cake. But, staying home with your child and really trying to invest in their learning, invest in their education, invest in their spiritual and their emotional wellness, physical wellness, that's where, the challenge really begins. Um, Especially if you're not even aware that you're not well in those categories, whether if it's, like I said, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. If you don't have those together and you don't know yourself and you have some issues, which everyone does have issues, but if you are struggling terribly, like you haven't even figured it out, then you don't want to embark any of those traits on your child without realizing it. Because a lot of people, they have children and they don't plan properly, or you can plan properly, but you still don't have those categories that I mentioned earlier down pat. Um, so, I just want to share my experience. And as far as my experience is, like, I've noticed that, well, actually, I've been diagnosed with major depression and anxiety. And that is very challenging, especially being a stay at home mom. And you're an introvert and you struggle with going outside. But, I'm pretty brave enough to share this with everyone. So it's very embarrassing, but it's the truth. And I know I'm not the only mother who go through this, because I want my children to be social. I don't want to shelter them too much because my mind won't stop. I'm just constantly thinking, and I don't want to be too hard on them and too critical because I'm always thinking, even when it comes to myself about the what ifs, the why, and, why we're here, when we're going to do this, why we're going to do this, why we're going to do that, how this is going to play out into their adulthood, how I'm treating them right now. And I think I can be really consumed in overanalyzing and critiquing everything. And I don't want to have those traits passed on to my children because they're watching mommy do it. So, sadly, a lot of parents like school because they get a break. A break is not an issue for me. Sending them school is something that I feel like is good for them because sometimes I feel like I'm not being the greatest example because I'm dealing with my own issues, and that's basically a part of like me having children and not getting that together. So I encourage all the mothers, well, all the future moms who are trying to have a baby or who wants a child or, how today's society is running. There's girls out here who wants kids, okay? Like, they're not even grown. They don't have their place. They just infatuated with the idea of having a child. Or they're trying to be with somebody and they maybe say, hey, maybe if I give him a baby, he'll stay. Or, he'll be more invested. We can actually become a family. They're more infatuated with the thought of having a family more than what it really takes to be a mom. Like I said, I can only speak from my personal experiences. So those are my struggles. And, and I try to get up every day and still do the mom duties and do my regular daily tasks, which I struggle with every day. But I do it by the grace of God because I know God is helping me. I believe in God. And I definitely recommend you guys to, I'm not going to make this into a preachy video, but, I'll make other videos for those who are interested and and what I do and different things that I do to help me with that on a spiritual level. And if not, it's all good. I still love y'all, and just support. And I keep doing my thing and trying to share basically, the things that I've learned along down the road. I've been a mom for about to be 6 years next month, and it's a challenge. So, with that being said, if you're trying to have a child, or if you're not sure, you just out here, no disrespect, just kind of doing your own thing, and you're not protecting yourself, and you're dealing with different multiple guys, or just one guy, being in a relationship and you're not being responsible. I ain't say responsible, I want to sound like a parent to you guys, but not being careful, not being cautious, about your decisions. Because sometimes, trust me, like, how you think I became a parent? Like, in the heat of the moment, just being honest, that's how I got in the situation I got into. But I'm very thankful I have my children, because I wouldn't know what to do if I didn't have any. So I'm very glad I do have them. And I love my daughters very much. But I'm not going to make this video too long. I just want everybody to be encouraged and let you know that, if you are considering, just really get that mental, spiritual, emotional, definitely emotional, in control, because it takes a lot of time and patience. Or if I actually knew a few people who also said that, hey, I got my job, I don't need a man, I just want my child, I just want a baby, what I'm saying? I don't have anything, anyone in my life that's special, and I don't want to have a man, I just want a child, what I'm saying? Like that. Okay, you could be at work and stuff, and I very, very strongly support mothers who stay at home. And we get a lot of flack because a lot of people think that since we're at home, we're doing nothing. Like, oh, this is easy. Like, we have to work. Or some men feel like they don't respect women who stay at home. They feel like they should be bringing the money in too, which that's cool. Actually, I'm trying to work on having my own business so I could stay at home and still bring money at the same time. To be honest with you, I support that. I think that women should have their own money, and they should also bring, something to the table to help out just with little things. But the man, I'm very traditional. I think the man should stay, bringing most of the money in. Maybe the wife can help with other things financially, but not the major important responsibilities when it comes to financially. She should be focused on the children. If there are children. If there's no children, do your thing. Work. We'll do whatever you want to do. But if there's kids involved, I think all mothers should stay at home. Stay at home. Trust me. It's very hard, very challenging. And if I'm spooking you, good. You'll be more prepared. But I'm serious. Some people think it's, and it's probably because they're mentally, emotionally, and spiritually stable. Honestly, I'm kind of struggling with a couple of those things. So, it could be very challenging, put it that way, especially certain days. So, be careful out there, and, and stay at home with your kids, and invest that time, that love and support, because it's going to really pay off at the end. It's going to really pay off. I think kids are more confident too. I think a study show, I could be wrong. So, I think I read something saying that children are more confident who have stay-at-home mothers who are actually involved. So, give us our support, men, women. We're not just doing nothing. We are really the women I'm talking about the women who really doing their jobs at home. It's tough. It's tougher than working a job. You never have a break until when it's time to go to sleep. So, I love you, everyone, and please continue your journey in life, and whatever struggles you go through, be bold enough to admit them, and try to do something about it, or try to help someone else and move forward. I encourage everyone to do that, because it's going to heal you and it's going to heal others at the same time. So, thank you, and God bless. Peace out.